All right, so let's continue on. Yesterday we covered quadratic functions and their features. Today we're going to do that again. Students will be able to graph quadratic functions, identify key terms, and determine the domain and range. So let's go over some vocabulary. A quadratic function is pretty much anything with this little x squared and nothing higher. Okay, that's a quadratic function. Quadratic parent function is y equals x squared. Always, y equals x squared. The shape of a quadratic function is called a parabola. Okay, that's what the shape is called, a parabola. X-intercepts is where the line crosses the x-axis. What are the other names for the x-intercepts? What are the other names? Think about it. Solutions, roots, zeros. Okay, and we'll get to factors later. Solutions, roots, and zeros. Okay, the vertex is the highest or lowest point of the parabola. So this is the vertex right here. You got to give the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. So here it's at 2, -4. This here is the vertex for this one. It's at -2, 3. That is the vertex, the very highest point. Axis of symmetry is that line that goes straight through the center of the parabola. Okay? And remember, this should say x equals 3 because it actually crosses through at 3 here. X equals 3. Maximum means it has a very highest point up here. It's the very highest point. Minimum means that it has a very lowest point down here. Quadratic formula, discriminant, you don't really need these right now. Standard form, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Vertex form, y equals a, x minus h squared plus k, where h and k are the vertex, and x equals h is the axis of symmetry. So, and y equals 3x plus 2 squared plus 4, -2 and 4 is your vertex, and then x equals -2, that is your axis of symmetry. We don't need these today. Okay, let's get to our assignment. You're going to be working on this today. You can retrace over the video of all the vocabulary I just showed you, and that should help you out with a lot of this. Okay, so on this one, you're going to need to give us, what is the vertex? Is it a maximum or a minimum? Tell me the domain and write it appropriately like we have been all year. Tell me the range and write it appropriately like we have the whole year. Give me the axis of symmetry, which must say x equals whatever it is. Then give me the solutions, and I want those written as points. Do not just give me the numbers. I want them written as a point. Okay? And then the y-intercept. I also want that written as a point. Okay? Give it to me as a point, not just the number. Now, if you look at this one, you can't really tell where the y-intercept is going to be, so make the line continue on so that you know where it's going to be at. After you complete these two, you will then go on to answer these multiple choice questions. When you're finished, bring it to me. I will check over it. It is due at the end of the class period. You are working on your own.